SMITE Etiquette. Super simple stuff. Beforehand, I want to tell you guys, English is not my native language. So if something doesn't seem right or is mixed up, apologize in advance. Otherwise, I really want to start talking about SMITE. It's one of my favorite MOBAs. And it is well known that in most MOBAs the community is downright toxic. I think the best example here might be League of Legends. And I really don't want SMITE to go down the same path. Especially now it's an open beta. I mean, a girl can dream, can't I? Even though I probably won't do a single thing. I still would like to get this one out, and just bear with me if you want to. If not, it's totally okay. But yeah, etiquette is super simple stuff, not on the train, but also in SMITE, not only on the train, also in SMITE. I'm improvising here, so it might get a bit weird at times, but I try to keep it as professional and simple as possible. So I think the first important point is the flaming. Guys, seriously, stop. Don't flame or patronize the players. When someone sucks, it doesn't mean that he or she is a bad player. It could just mean that they have a bad game, a bad day, a bad whatever. Why not help and give constructive criticism? I mean, I get it. If you're on the third game in a row and someone is feeding again and just losing and you're doing your job well and you know what you're doing, I know it can be frustrating at times, but most of us, or like 99% of us, know how it is to really suck because you have a bad day. And then someone comes along and says you're a noob, you're feeding. Just, you know how this ends. You're getting even more frustrated, even more nervous, and feed even more. So, is it so hard to like just think the stuff in your head and don't type it down? I mean, in addition, you lose valuable game time when you use your time to flame other people and bring them even more down than they already are. So yeah, I think this one is going out on a limb, the don't flame or patronizing thing, because you have to let your emotions flow through you, you know, stuff like that. But the next points I think are a bit more realistic. And seriously, please pay attention to them. Furthermost, if you don't have the time to play, don't fucking play. If dinner is ready in 10 minutes, don't think to yourself, hey, I could do a quick conquest because I'm such a good player. My mother will be done with dinner in 10 minutes. So, fuck your mother and her dinner. If you queue to play, then play. God damn it, don't just be like in 5 minutes in and, oh, I have to take the dog for a walk. Fuck your dog. Seriously, if you don't have the time, please don't play. I have it like every other game where someone is just like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the time, I have to go. This is not like Battlefield or Call of Duty where you can just leave at any time you want. No, this is a team-based game. You have to stay in the game. And also stay focused in the game and don't do drugs. But seriously, if you don't have the time, don't play. Okay? So, and this goes hand in hand with the giving up thing. So many people are frustrated when they die 2 or only 3 times early in the game. Just look at your teammates. It's no use giving up at the 10-minute, 1-second mark just because you died 3 times and are frustrated with your play. And please, don't be a child and go back into the base and just stand there and be like, yeah, but I died 3 times, I can't play anymore. And also I didn't get my favorite god to play, and I didn't want to play left lane, I wanted to play right lane. This is A-class 12-year-old kindergarten bullshit. Don't do these things. I mean, seriously, you want to be respected as a player, you want to be acknowledged by your teammates, that you did something worthwhile, that you did something of value, and you won't get it if you just stand back and be this 12-year-old. Just tune that one out, and even if you play shitty, but your teammates don't, and there's no reason to give up, don't hammer the F6 button. It's annoying, and it's even for the other players, it ruins a bit of their motivation just because they know you have like one bad egg in the team who's like, I want to give up because I suck. Don't do it. Don't do it. And other terms you shouldn't do, other things you shouldn't do is insta-lock. Seriously, just because you really want to play Loki or Kali or Ymir, don't just insta-lock them. Look what your other team is picking. And if your team has 5 gods ready, okay, then you just think to yourself for 1 second. I mean, of course, you can't do it if others just insta-lock as well. But still, don't be the guy who insta-locks. Even though others do it, try to tell them that this is not a valid behavior to game. This is not you're ruining your chances for a nice win, for a good team play if you just insta-lock. In the end, you only have 80 carries or something, or just tanks. I mean, this might sometimes this might be a good strategy just to have tanks, but most of the times it clearly isn't. So look how you could do something for your team, and this actually goes for the whole team. That just look out for each other and see what others pick. Okay, so it's because it's a team-based game. You don't play it solo. It's not a solo one. It's not like, yeah, again, like Call of Duty, where you can just be like, yeah, we do this and that, and no, I'm not doing another call. You can't do that here. So look out for your team. Give your team advices. If someone I often have cases where someone is like, okay, so should I play Ra or Odin now? Because we could use mage range or physical tank, blah blah blah. Almost every time someone is like, I don't care. Just pick who you want and let's play. I want to win. But this is not the way you're going to win if you're just like, I don't care. Just pick everyone you want. I can solo. I got this shit with Kali. I just sprint in, heal myself back, put my ulti and have a pentakill. And because these people most times, and this is also freakishly annoying, then go like, well, what the fuck? Why didn't you pick this and this one? No, we are losing. Blah blah blah. And this dude, he asked beforehand who to play, but you know, he didn't acknowledge it. Also, why do you blame someone? This really has to. You have to think before blaming someone. This is like, this happened to me just the other day in a game. We have a Shabalanki in mid, and have it good going in left lane. We push and push and are in front of the tower. All of a sudden, we have, I think it was our Kwang or something, in the back of us. And yeah, they just stomped us. You know, because 3 against 2, it was pretty early on. And he missed to call Mia, Meh, you know what I mean. You know, he didn't call that he was missing a mid, which was fine at that moment, I guess, okay? I just told him, please dude, use call miss, it's pretty simple. Press WFF and that's it. No, this is also, people are just getting really frustrated about this and just going nuts about it. Just tell them to press WFF. Seriously, it works wonders just to tell the players. They do it. I think every game I have someone, I mean, not every game, but if I have to tell that to people that they should press that if they don't see their enemy, they actually do it. If you do it in a nice and kind voice, they do it. It's really like, it's a wonder, but yeah, they actually do it. So, but anyway, this fucking Ao Kwang killed us both. Here's the case, the Shablanki inmate who didn't commit, we told him to do that, and he was like, okay, no problem, I do that from now on. Okay, and he did it, which was nice. But then, all of a sudden, he died like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times in a row, and started to yell at us, the left lane, because we fed his Ao Kwang. Which was, if you think about it, is so ironic and dumb and naive and arrogant. I just want to, I don't know, drive up to his house, set it on fire, but I still don't write it in chat that I want to do it, okay? Nevertheless, guys, call miss and don't be ignorant idiots who blame someone else for your failures, especially if you don't call miss and then say, yeah, because you fed him. You didn't call miss, okay? So deal with it. In addition to that, don't act as if you know it all. You really don't. It's happened so often that people just go, okay, pick this god, pick that god, and so on. Sometimes it might be viable. I get that. Most times it isn't. You just can't stand there and be like, okay, you pick this item with HI-REZ, you do this with Kali, and yeah, Arachne do this and that, and just roam all the time. This is nit. This is nit. I don't know what nit is, but this is not how it works. People are, most times you have a main character and maybe one or two twinks. Don't do this shit. People are getting frustrated with it, and in addition, most times you don't. Every so often it happens that someone does that and thinks he can be the leader of the team it has right now, and it always backfires. I mean, we had a Sobek who was like, yeah, you do this, you do that, and then we do that, and surely, but why? I don't know why, but the right lane listened to him, and yeah, they died. First of all, this Sobek blamed us then again, that because we didn't listen to him, that we failed. Luckily, the right lane saw that they were listening to Noob, and afterwards we looked it up, and he was like level 14 or something. So please don't act as if you know it, or you really don't. It's not because you shouldn't act like it. It's more because it's really annoying if you do. And it just annoys people because people have that image in their head that they really know how to play their god or their main or their twins. They really don't know how. So it literally pisses them off if someone comes in the game and it's like, hey, I know how to play that. You just do this and that and that. And that. They usually don't listen, and when they listen and something goes wrong, it will horribly backfire at you. So you save yourself a bit of abuse if you don't act as that. And also, even if you're a pro, and believe me, you are not. So even the pros are not pros. No, I'm seriously. This game is in its early stages. Calling someone a pro right now is a bit far-fetched. I think I seen a lot of people, a lot of players who know what they are doing, and who you could say they are pro. Like for example, I don't know. Not what I had in mind otherwise, but take Lassus for example. He's a really good player. He's a nice guy. He's a good streamer. He knows what he's doing, but he still doesn't rub it in other people's faces, and also he doesn't act like it. And this goes for all the people out there who are getting frustrated really fast and saying someone is a noob, someone suck. People, you are arrogant pricks. Seriously, you should dig yourselves a hole, crawl in it, and just, I don't know. No, don't die. I don't wish anyone to die. But seriously, don't act as if you're a pro, and don't talk down to your fellow teammates. Even when they suck, don't talk down to them. This is just such pricky behavior. You will get because this game is in the early stages again. It will happen so fast that you run into the same players. It happens so often with me that I run into players I knew before, and I know they're going to flame. I know they're going to talk down to me. Even though, and this is the best part, even if you have players who are really good at the team, they die just once. People are starting to flame. I mean, why is that? Why are people getting frustrated so fast just because someone dies in their team? It is just a game. I know it's a competitive game, but it's still a game. So keep it cool. And don't talk about honor or any other macho bullshit. I do acknowledge if you play good, I do acknowledge that you can be frustrated and stuff. But if you want to be a pro, be professional about it. Don't go and just pick on players. You arrogant prick. This is just something I wanted to get out of the way because I really, really love SMITE. And like I said, Etiquette, it's super simple stuff. Just mind your manners. If you want to scream or shout, do it. But please don't demotivate other players in chat just because you don't know a way out of it, okay? I think that's all for now. Thank you for whoever might listen. And if this sounds like whining to you, I think that's just the voice. I'm not whining, at least not on purpose. I just want to get it out of there, out of there. I just wanted to get it out there. I think it's really important. I hope that at least one or two persons will listen to it and will say, you know what? This is not all shit. I can give constructive criticism. Okay, I seriously don't think you sound like that, but I think you get the gist of it. So keep on playing SMITE. The game is awesome, and I think we will see a lot more of it in the MOBA community. I really do hope so. It would be well deserved. Have a good one, and I don't know. Maybe we see each other in game sometime.